One thing I never want to see in a stocking, if it's for me, peppermint. Anything peppermint, mint, I no, never in your What advice would you give for a parent who felt they didn't do enough for their kids? Forgive yourself for what you didn't know. Initially, that's the very first thing I would give to a parent who felt like they didn't do enough for their kid. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know. Most of the time, your parent is doing the best that they can with the knowledge that they have. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doesn't come from the most family-oriented family, and you're just trying to survive. It's literally like a survival key that's going on. You have some families that probably had, full course meals growing up. Then you have some families that probably lived off of McDonald's. Then you have families that lived off of probably TV dinners for a little while. Then you have some families that didn't eat at all. You know what I mean? Like, you just made shit up, sugar sandwiches, ketchup sandwiches, whatever you had, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever situation you were put into, like, you just did to survive. And what I can share as a parent who also felt like they didn't do enough for their kid is to just look at it in the sense that you still have the present moment to work at it. I mean, it might be hard and very well may be difficult because we've all been in situations where we felt resentful towards our parents. Even if our parents were there for us, like, we felt resentful at some point in time. And it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. And you want to learn from it. You want to learn from those situations and be like, okay, what can I do to be better? How can I become this person that can be more in tune with my kid? Learn how to build a relationship. Like, we got this habit, right? I don't know about other families. I'll speak on black families, all right? Because, again, I come from a black family, raised in a black family, raised a black daughter. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we are in a black family, you're raised to believe that you're not supposed to build a relationship with your kid. If that's my kid, she's supposed to do whatever I say. Or that's my son, he's supposed to do whatever I say. But how can you expect someone to work with you and to want to build a relationship with you if you don't build a relationship with them? And I know that's what I had to do for me. Like, I was the dad that was working constantly. I mean, I had to, but for my job's sake, I had to work all the fucking time. But I would work, and then on holidays, her birthday, and then like maybe sometime during the summer, I would try to come home. You know what I mean? But you're talking about there's 365 days in the year. My child probably sees me 5 or 6 of those days. You know what I'm saying? And this is over the course of a lot of years, you know what I'm saying? Because of the military and then working further away, it's like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing the best that I can, but what I know, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. You have to add that you're doing the best that you can with what you know. But a lot of times you get into situations where you learn new information. It's like, man, I could have done that a little bit better. I could have put more effort into doing so. But what you don't want to do is go into depression over the past, over some shit that you feel like you could have changed differently. Like, what happened. You have to accept it for what it is. Situation turned out the way that it did, and you have to make the most of what you have. And I was becoming a better. I was becoming a provider. You know what I mean? Like a father. I feel like it's more so, and I say that, I mean, I'm still my daughter's father, don't get me wrong. But in a sense of the ability to trust somebody, be able to open up to somebody. You have to build a relationship. I mean, most people are not able to just open up to somebody. Let's say you're sitting on the subway or something like that, just have a conversation and share some of your most deep and darkest thoughts. And if you got into trouble, you would turn to them and share that. You have to build that relationship. And I feel like that's what I had to learn. I had to learn how to build a relationship with my kid. And I'm still learning. You know, there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of shame for a lot of things that occurred from the beginning. Like even just the notion of her being alive. But there was a lot of shame and guilt that came with that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not ashamed of my child by any means. She's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. That's like the biggest inspiration I could ever have. But in the process of being so young and the situation that I was in, you know what I'm saying, like growing up in the house that I was in, I felt like I had done something that would, you know, again, having a baby before marriage type thing, and you growing up in a Christian household, these are how you see things. But you have to forgive yourself for what you didn't know. And it's hard when you've never been really taught that. Because you're just used to like taking the blunt of a lot of things. You put everything on your back because you just have that type of personality where you're just like, oh man, things went wrong, that's on me. But it's not all your fault. You know, you have your part in it just like everybody else, but you learn from it. It's not meant to dwell. You're not meant to dwell on your mistakes. And I'll say that to any parent that may feel like they haven't done enough. Is like, you did the best you can with the knowledge you had. So what you gotta do, what we gotta do is learn. That's it. Like, knowledge is infinite. Education is infinite. You have to constantly be in a state of trying to learn new things that will probably improve your situation. How can I build a better relationship with my kids? Why won't my kids respond to me, you know what I'm saying, like a certain way? Why do they feel more comfortable talking to, you know what I'm saying, Facebook or like another relative or their friends than talking to their own parents who simply want nothing but the best for them? And you know what I'm saying? Those are things that you think about as a parent. I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that, but you just get to a mode in your mind where you have to learn how to let that ego chill. You know what I'm saying? Everything. What's important is that your kid has what they need. You know what I'm saying? He or she. They have what they need, and then that's what's important. Don't think about they didn't get it because of me type thing. You know what I mean? You have to ensure that, you know what I'm saying, is the kid has the things that they need. That's what's really most important. Because a lot of parents are, you know, if you were like me, the ego got in the way. I wanted to be the reason that, you know, my kid got this or something like that. But the important thing is just that she had it. Not where she got it from, but just that she had it. So for parents who feels like they didn't do enough, forgive yourself, learn from that. Don't be so hard on yourself. And know that you are human and you are deserving of love. Everybody is. Everybody's deserving of love. So you're loved unconditionally. You just have to do better going forward. Doesn't matter how long ago these things happened. I mean, parents that didn't really believe in mental health now coming to the realization of the things that they've done to their kids that kind of make them turn out the way they did. It's all right. You know, I mean, the action, you know, of what you did wasn't all right. But as far as like being able to build on that relationship now, and say that, damn, you know, I realized that my actions helped shape you into the person that you are right now in a sense of toxic ways or something like that. But we can build on our relationship if you're willing to do so. And that's what you have to do. It's all about building the relationship. And I feel like a lot of parents have a lot of pride, and they refuse to acknowledge the fact that they did something to kind of torment their kids mentally. But no one's perfect. No parent is perfect. Forgive yourself. Forgive your kid. Forgive whoever hurt you. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you do that for you so that you can move on and not just sit in your shame, not sit in your guilt. But that's really all the advice I can think of right now. So for any parent that may be feeling like they didn't do enough for their kids, just take it easy on yourself, and just remember that like the things that you're telling yourself, you wouldn't tell that to your friend. So just remember to be your friend. and take it easy on yourself and extend that grace, the very same grace you would want somebody to give you. Favorite candy for stocking stuffing? Gummy everything. I don't give a fuck what it is. A gummy ear, gummy nose, gummy trees, gummy Grinches, gummy frogs, Haribo. Like, if you're a friend of mine and you looking to like send something to like put in a stocking, gummy. I'm talking about everything but gummy bears. I don't really like gummy bears. Gummy worms, okay. Gummy Smurf, gummy frog. What else? Swedish fish. Reese's Pieces. I don't care. I mean, if I buttercups or pieces, I'm going with pieces. You know what I'm saying? Pieces. What else? Twix. Twix is good. Yeah, gummy anything. I feel like that's more like my speed. One thing I never want to see in a stocking, if it's for me, peppermint. Anything peppermint, mint, no. Never in your fucking life put peppermint in my fucking stocking. That's church candy. I don't fuck with church candy. That was church candy for me growing up. That's all my mom had in her damn purse. Hey, mom, you got some candy? Go in there, it's fucking peppermint. Nobody wants to eat no goddamn peppermint. It's like brushing your goddamn teeth. That's not fun. I want something fruity. I want something strawberry. You know what I'm saying? Cherry, blueberry, no, not Raz. No, fuck Raz too. Fuck Raz, fuck peppermint. I don't do either of the two. None of them. I do not. Sam, I am. I do not like peppermint and Raz. I don't. What other stocking stuffers? Baseball card, like, you know what I'm saying, basketball cards, because them shit's gonna make money. You can make money off the bitches. I know you'd be like, that's grown ass man trying to get basketball cards, but yeah, you can make a little bit of cheese with, you know what I'm saying, like baseball cards and like trading cards and all that stuff. I suggest anybody to get rookie cards. You know what I'm saying, like whenever we like go to Dollar Tree, this is free game right here. Rookie year. If you got like a big player coming out, not big in the sense of Zion, because he getting fat in the motherfucker right now. Zion Williamson, sit big ass down. But like them other players, like for this year, go to Dollar Tree, get rookie cards. Even NFL, go to Dollar Tree or anywhere you can get trading cards. You get the rookie card. You keep it in mint condition, right? You hold that bitch like for 10 years. We're talking thousands. And depending on how big they get, maybe you got like the biggest player to ever grace the sport, we're talking millions of dollars. So people are willing to pay top dollar for that shit because that's how it gets down. But that's free game. But I would love that in the stocking stuffer. But chocolate covered cherries is good. I like chocolate covered cherries. I fuck with them. Caramello's good. Milky Way, Snickers, cookies and cream. Yes, Hershey's cookies and cream bars. They're always good, man. But yeah, the gummy stuff. I love that gummy. Yeah, like anything gummy is good. At Dave & Buster's back in Miami, back in the day, they used to have like this gummy bear. The gummy bear was like the size of a fucking cup. And it literally took like a month to eat that big bitch. I'm talking about gummy. But yeah, it's just like a sucker for that. Sucker for gummy stuff. So stocking stuffers, gummy shit, trading cards. Yeah, trading cards and gummies. That's all I got. Have you ever pretended to be something that you're not? I sure the fuck did. I did. And probably when I started this show, I was trying to emulate shit instead of just being this raw version of me for fear of not being accepted or fear of not being, wanted or laughed at or criticized, whatever you call it. And that's rooted in conditional love. And when you feel like you've been loved conditionally, you try to make sure that you get accepted. You become a people pleaser and all that shit. But it's, like I say, it's one of those things that you learn about yourself over time. And then you realize that you don't have to do anything to be loved. You're loved just by being you. And you never been told that. You never been taught that. So you just try to go out of your way to try to do the biggest thing ever. Become like this, this superhero of a character and try to be what you think people want you to be. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets tiring. And you get a level of anxiety that you've never felt before. And then eventually you have to show your real self when you get exposed. And once you get exposed, now there's embarrassment, right? And then you feel the need to try to make up for what the hell happened, and after that, it's just a whole bunch of deterioration to the person that you tried to show. It's a social mask, as Will Smith said on his Breakfast Club interview with him and Martin when we're up there promoting Bad Boys 3. But that social mask that comes out of this person you pretended to be, it got you through a lot of shit. It worked, but eventually the authentic you comes out. And for me, I pretended to be, I pretended to act like I wasn't intelligent. I pretended to act like I was like from the hood. I pretended to act like I knew Spanish. I pretended to act like I spoke so proper. You name it, I did it. I'm an Oscar winner. I'm whatever, you know what I'm saying? Emmy winner, all of that shit. My acting skills and impersonations, it got me through a lot of stuff for survival. But I kept living in depression because I wasn't satisfied with who I was. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like there was a conditional love that was given. And if I didn't do a certain thing, I wouldn't get a certain reaction from my peers, be it my family, my friends, whatever it was. And like to now be before you and just, look at me. I'm in a fucking robe and a fucking Santa hat, you know what I'm saying, with glasses on and shit inside a house. I don't give a fuck now, you know what I mean? So, but it's like learning to just be so open and honest with my peers and just share, I get how I feel about things. And my opinion might not necessarily be your opinion on things. We may very well disagree, but it's just that. It's just an opinion. You don't have to defend your opinion against mine. It's just an opinion. And it took me a while to learn that because a lot of times I was trying to defend my opinion against something. And then I got to a point where I wanted to say what I thought they wanted me to say to get like that, yep, sure is, yep, you right. Like to get that adoration, you know what I mean? Like it's just being in love with being loved is really what it was. This is just a fight for like attention and all that shit. But to get to a point where you're just sharing how you feel simply for the sake of how you feel. You don't want anything from it. You're just being a person. Finally. And it feels very good. It feels very freeing. And I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to just share how I feel on something. Have a conversation, a healthy conversation, not dismiss that person, listen to them, let them say how they feel on stuff. I joke with a friend of mine who loves pumpkin every fucking thing, and I would be like so crazy fucking dismissive, like sweet potato pie, that's it. No, I don't fuck with no pumpkin shit. You know what I mean? It's all in fun. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal, but just being at a place where I'm open to things and just listening to like people talk about stuff that I might not necessarily fuck with because I don't fuck with pumpkin, but I'll try the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if it came down to sweet potatoes and pumpkins, I'm going with sweet potatoes. That's practically what I really wanted to share on the subject. But yeah, learning a lot daily. I make it a point to learn daily about things and learning about myself. Like if I'm being my authentic self, because you know what I'm saying. When you're used to doing something to get by, like it's easy to go back into the default. But to look at yourself and be like, yeah, that's you're losing a part of yourself each time you do something that you really don't like, or you don't speak up, or you don't say how you really feel on certain stuff. Now, if you at work and niggas is talking politics on shit, or you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, don't talk about politics at work. You have nothing to prove at the job. Go there, goddamn it, work your 10 hours, eat your cheese sandwich on your break, go the fuck home. That type shit. But when you get involved in that shit, it very well can be detrimental to you. But when you're home, I advise speaking up for things, but you also want to monitor the fucks you give daily. Every conversation don't deserve your fucking response. So you see a lot of people get on Facebook and want to talk and then try to defend their position on something against somebody, and they'll write a long ass fucking paragraph, right? And only for that person to still disagree with them. So what really are you solving? Like it's just ego, like to say that you're right. But fuck being right. It's just about progressing the conversation. That's really what it should be about. And but those are the things that I think about when I say that, you know, I try to be something that I wasn't. I was trying so hard to just be liked or loved or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? But to sit back and now to just say how you feel on something or not say anything at all, depending on the situation, and it's okay. Just like to be able to relax and just be a good listener and ask yourself, does it really benefit you by engaging in that conversation? So those are my thoughts on, like, have I ever been, I ever pretended to be something that I wasn't. I certainly have, and I was embarrassed once I was exposed, and working to be, like I said, a better person, to be more authentic going forward, and that's it. Live and learn.